can fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't killing them soft. I'm up in the hills, I feel like I'm Lauren, you ready or not? I like who got businesses.
From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo, New York. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Buffalo Bills. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. This defense for the Bills, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career, and that ties him with a couple of other tight ends for the past, Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys were excellent players, but how about what we're seeing right now? 505 and rising. What a nice career he's put together.
Running the sweep with McLaurin. Oh, look at that. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On play action, Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. Walker now on 1st and 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Walker looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. And I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. Young to throw it this time. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Ken Walker, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And they'll send the slot in motion left. The drive starts with a run by White. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Allen going to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
The Bills are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll go up the middle with White. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They go right back to White here on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Slot man moves right. Allen hit. He lost the football. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And Diggs has it.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point per point. As opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense.
And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They start to drive with White. And he's got some space here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. First down, here's White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Opting to run again here with White. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, the way things have been going in this one, Charles, it was only a matter of time before this defense got involved and made a big play. And they do right there. Gosh, this lead is so large, CD, and we're only in the first half.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that's so amazing about it. You mentioned this large lead. How's this their first takeaway of the game? And what a spectacular run it was. Adding to the lead, showing the true dominance, and you're exactly right. We're still in the first half.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Allen now looks to throw. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Allen going to fire quickly and get it to Diggs out wide.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Going right side is White. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
86 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? We just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
The Bills on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Diggs in motion left.
Allen going to keep it again.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Once again, it's White.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Rashad White.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Young now. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown. DK Metcalf with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Allen. Steps away to his left. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Here's 2nd and 9. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Now this time, Allen will throw.
He'll dump this one off here to White.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out in the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
Allen now on first down.
Shakir holds it in. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
They'll run for it. This is White. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Following the interception, Young. This one goes underneath to Walker. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
To throw again on 2nd down. Young out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Seahawks take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Running out of the gun with White. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, They just aren't there.
On third down, a run from White. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Knox. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Knox. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 61 yards. And the Bills get a bit closer. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Young on third down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Young. Looking left sideline, incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Out of the gun, it's Young. He's got a man, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And a big 32-yard play on third. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks. Terry McLaurin, he has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Extra point safely through. And they open the lead up now to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
He'll get that out to the flat to White. And some room to work. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards. The left side caught by Diggs. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Second down, here's an option right. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out with this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking up the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Up the middle, here's Walker. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the...
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Diggs in motion left. White, he'll try the left side, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier. I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he fires one, but incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
One final try here for Allen. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They'll try to throw now. Young. Dancing to his left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Third down, Young from the gun. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen.
He'll find Gabriel Davis. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
It's 3rd and 7.
Allen to throw once more. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
To the right side, this is Walker.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
70 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
They're going right back to Walker.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
So the victory here for Seattle. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your